come off the gas pedal, gently on the brake and clutch all the way down. I'm away from the curb with it. Okay, don't panic about that. The reason we pulled over is you noticed that the lights are on.
Yeah.
Now, when the headlights are on, if you do this,
right,
the main lights come on, and then you'll dazzle other people.
That's right.
So what you've got to be careful of, Stacey, is that you don't, when you indicate, you push it forward. Yeah. Just put it up and down in a straight line. So
yeah.
we're going to get rid of that problem because we're going to turn off the headlights. We don't need them anymore. The button is like this radio button.
Yeah.
It's underneath the air vent on your side,
yeah.
and you turn that knob towards the steering wheel twice. They're now off.
Right.
We don't need them, do we? Because it's broad daylight.
Yeah.
I had them on earlier on because of the mist. Okay, we could have done that better.
Yeah.
So we'll have another practice, but we're doing quite well because now we're smoothly driving in first gear, and we're changing smoothly to second, and we're changing back smoothly to first at the right times, aren't we? Coming up to junctions. And now we've done a couple of emerges at the T's where we didn't actually stop at all, because we don't need to, do we? What have you got to check before you know it's safe to go?
Check to the right to make sure the car's not bent, and to the left to make sure there's no sections.
And that's all we've got to do, isn't it? So once we know that's safe, you can keep going. You don't actually have to stop. But if you do stop, we already know where to put the car to stop, just before we get to the white lines, isn't it? So good. So the next thing I want you to try and do is try and go from second gear to third gear. Now, we wouldn't do that when there's a lot of bends and you can't see it safe ahead, would you? Because if you want to be into changing your gear with your left hand off the wheel. So we've got a long straight on that main road behind us, haven't we?
Yeah.
Do you agree? So once we come round the corner and we've changed from first to second, I want to see if we can get going a little bit quicker, not very much more than you're already doing, and then change from second to third. That's helped us go a bit smoother. But when we get back to the left-hand turn, when we get to the place where the road goes off to the left again, to go into this road, we need to be out of third gear and back down to
second,
or even first if we see somebody coming towards us. So let's have a look at those gear changes before we start the engine again, because we can do it without having to worry about bringing the clutch up if the engine's off. So let's imagine we're coming out the junction. What gear would you be in?
To come out,
yeah,
would be...
It's a T junction. You're coming up to the top of that hill.
First.
Go on then, put it in first gear. So we're coming round the corner. We've steered round to the left and strained up. We now check the mirrors and speed up a little bit and change to... Go on then. Now, the next gear is third. So we've got to see where that is. It's up and over like a dog leg, isn't it? So watch what happens if I push this gear lever up gently. It bounces into the middle, doesn't it? But neutral in the middle. It doesn't stay... See what happens. Look, see which way it goes. Goes from